football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. How about this for a start? Open with an onside kick, swipe of possession, big time risky, and also very confident. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. Fakes his man out. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Georgia going up tempo. To the air, it's Beck. He's going up top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Etienne. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the ground with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Beck. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, and the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball to force the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. 691, looking for a man. It's Leonard. Looking down the middle. And that pass intercepted.
Intercepted by Georgia. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Georgia going up tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And midfield, he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw. It's back. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the back. Tackle is made after the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On the run, it's Etienne.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Spits it out to the back. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. Let's love it. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. On second down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's back. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. On the move, he fires. Got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. And they can't connect a... run down.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a...
Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Now they'll try the right side. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The give to the back. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Release to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense were always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. To the air, it's Leonard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops for them and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They're going to run it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. 1st down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. At the 35, he's open. And how much running room have they